Welcome to my channel, Everyday English Hub. Hello, I'm Zoya, your English teacher. And today, I'm going to reveal the strategy that changed everything for TOEFL preparation. Yes, I'm talking about preparing for the TOEFL in just 7 days. Sounds crazy, right? But it's possible. Most students waste months studying inefficiently. They cram vocabulary, memorize grammar, and burn out. But what if I told you that you could work smarter, not harder? I had a student named Amir who only had 7 days to prepare. He was panicking. He said, "Zoya, I need a miracle." I gave him a plan, a structured, high-impact daily strategy. He followed it with full focus. And guess what? He scored 104. In just 7 days, he went from nervous to confident. Today, I'll walk you through the exact same plan, step by step, day by day. No fluff, just results. This isn't about shortcuts. It's about focus and smart techniques. So if you're ready to stop wasting time and get real results, stay with me. Grab a notebook, because I'm about to change how you prepare for TOEFL. Let's begin with Day 1. Understanding the TOEFL like a pro. On Day 1, we don't dive into reading or listening right away. First, we need to understand the structure of the TOEFL. There are 4 sections: reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Each one tests specific skills and has a predictable format. Understanding the format is like knowing the rules of a game before playing. Reading, 3 to 4 passages, 10 questions each. Listening, lectures and conversations with detailed questions. Speaking, 4 tasks that test fluency, clarity, and organization. Writing, 1 integrated task and 1 independent essay. We spend this entire day exploring examples and watching sample tests. You must know how you'll be tested before you start studying. We also download the TOEFL official guide and apps like TOEFL Go. We prepare a 7-day study calendar with daily goals and time blocks. This is your battle plan. Without it, you're just guessing. And now, with the map in your hand, Day 2 is where the real action begins. Day 2 is all about mastering the reading section. You have limited time, so you need a strategy, not just practice. The trick is to read with a purpose, not word by word. I teach the read, scan, answer method. Read the first sentence of each paragraph. Scan for keywords and questions. Then jump to where the answer hides. Practice with 3 passages today and time yourself strictly. After each passage, review the question types: factual, inference, vocabulary. Learn to recognize traps, those sneaky wrong choices that look kind of right. Vocabulary questions can be mastered by context clues. Don't memorize 5,000 words. Learn how to guess smart. Take note of common academic phrases like "in contrast," "according to," or "it is suggested." These are signals that help you predict and locate answers faster. End the day by reviewing all your mistakes and analyzing why you made them. This reflection step will double your learning speed. Ready? Tomorrow we conquer listening. Day 3 is your listening day. And trust me, it's more than just hearing. You need to listen actively, with your brain fully engaged. We start with lectures and conversations from TOEFL practice tests. Use headphones to simulate the real test environment. Listen once, take notes, then pause and summarize what you heard. Your notes should capture key points, not every word. Focus on tone, attitude, main ideas, and transitions. If a professor says, "Let me give you an example," that's a signal. Most questions follow structure. What's the topic? What's the speaker's attitude? Practice 4 listening sections and review every question. Don't skip this review. It's where the learning happens. I also recommend shadowing. Repeat what you hear out loud. It improves listening and speaking at the same time. End the day by watching a short TED Talk and summarizing it in your own words. Now you're building both comprehension and expression skills. Day 4 is the scariest for many. Speaking. But don't worry, I've got a method that works like magic. There are 4 speaking tasks, 2 independent, 2 integrated. We start with structure. Every answer must have a beginning, middle, and end. Use templates to stay organized, like I believe, for 2 reasons. Record yourself answering task 1 and listen critically. Pay attention to clarity, fluency, and how natural you sound. Even if you're nervous, you can still sound confident with the right tone. Practice speaking with a timer. 15 seconds prep, 45 seconds response. Integrated tasks require you to summarize information from reading and listening. Don't panic. Just identify the main point and 2 supporting details. Practice this 4 times today and improve with each attempt. Use AI tools or get feedback from a teacher if possible. Always record and review. It's the mirror to your improvement. Tomorrow, we hit the final section. Writing. Welcome to Day 5, Toefl Writing, where structure and clarity are everything. There are 2 tasks, integrated and independent writing. In the integrated task, you'll read, then listen, then write a summary. The key is to identify conflicting points between the text and the audio. Use a simple format. Intro, point 1, contrast, point 2, point 3, conclusion. Your job is not to express opinions, but to organize information clearly. For the independent task, you'll give your opinion on a topic. Start with a hook, clear thesis, then 2 strong body paragraphs and a conclusion. Use linking words like moreover, in contrast, and as a result. I give students a golden rule. Don't write more, write better. Stick to 250 to 300 words. Use varied sentence structures, and check for grammar. Write 2 essays today, 1 of each type, and spend time editing them. You can use Grammarly or ask someone for feedback. At the end of the day, review common TOEFL essay topics. You'll start seeing patterns, and that's a huge advantage. Now it's Day 6, full mock test plus real-time strategy practice. This day is intense but necessary. It's time to simulate the real exam. Find a quiet space and take a full Toefl test without any breaks. Use a timer, prepare your water and notepad like it's test day. You'll learn how your brain and energy behave over 3+ hours. After the test, take a long break. Then come back and review every answer. What was your biggest challenge? Timing, stress, focus, fatigue? Write it down, because that's what we'll target next. Highlight which questions you got wrong and why. This is key. Tomorrow, we focus only on weaknesses, not everything. Remember, you don't fix your whole English in 7 days, just your Toefl skills. You're training like an athlete, focus, strategy, recovery. By now, you'll start to feel confident. And trust me, confidence plays a big role in your score. Let's get ready for the final day, Smart Review plus Mindset Shift. Day 7, the final day. This is not a cram day, it's a Smart Review day. You're not learning anything new today. You're reviewing what works. Go back to your notes. What templates helped? Which questions were hardest? Spend 30 minutes on each section, reading, listening, speaking, writing. Do 1 mini task from each and use it as a warm-up. Visualize success. Yes, I'm serious. Close your eyes and imagine finishing the test with ease. This is your mindset training. It lowers anxiety and boosts performance. Have a checklist: ID, test time, test center, what to eat before, when to sleep. Everything must be planned so your brain can stay calm. Revisit your strengths and tell yourself, I've trained. I'm ready. Speak out loud. I trust my preparation. I know this test. Go for a walk, relax, and don't study late tonight. Sleep at least 7 hours. You want a fresh mind. Tomorrow is game day. And you're not just taking the Toefl, you're about to conquer it. Let's zoom into a quick power tip for reading before we wrap up. Did you know most wrong answers are slightly off? Train yourself to eliminate 2 choices quickly, then analyze the last 2. Reading is not just about comprehension, it's about logic and traps. If an answer is too extreme, words like always, never, only, be suspicious. If it introduces a new idea not in the text, eliminate it. The correct answer usually restates the text using synonyms. This skill improves only through timed practice and post-review, so train yourself to recognize paraphrasing and patterns. Reading is a puzzle. You need to see the pieces clearly. Use highlighters when practicing digitally to mark locations. It helps your brain remember visual placements. And finally, stay calm during the test. If you can't find an answer, move on and return later. You only lose if you panic. Stay sharp. Paragraph 10. For listening, here's a killer technique. Focus on transition phrases. Words like, however, let me explain. This brings us to our golden clues. When you hear them, that's your cue to write down the next point. Professors often summarize or emphasize key details right after these phrases. Your notes should be structured, not messy. Use arrows, bullets, abbreviations. Make it fast to read later. Also, listen for tone. If a speaker sounds confused or excited, there's a reason. Some questions are based on the speaker's attitude or purpose. Use short practice clips daily to train your ears. Watch 1-minute BBC News clips and summarize them. This improves your speed and comprehension. And never zone out. Your brain needs to be in the moment. During the test, take a deep breath before each clip. Center your focus. These small habits make a huge difference. You're not just listening, you're decoding. Let's break down speaking task 1 because it's where many students freeze. You're given a simple question like, describe your favorite place. Sounds easy, but under time pressure, your mind goes blank. That's why I teach the PREP formula. Point, reason, example, point again. Start with a clear answer. My favorite place is the beach. Then give a reason. It relaxes me. Next, an example. Last summer, I went there every morning to meditate. Finish strong. That's why the beach is my favorite place. Speak clearly, use intonation, and don't rush. You're not graded on accent. You're graded on clarity and structure. Practice 5 questions a day and record each response. Watch them back and evaluate. Was it clear, logical, smooth? You'll improve fast when you practice with purpose. And remember, confidence is a skill. Build it every day. Now for speaking task 2 and 3, which involve listening and reading. Many students panic when combining skills, but here's the secret. You don't need to remember everything, just the main contrast. Task 2 usually gives a campus situation and a student's opinion. Write down the problem and 2 reasons the student gives. then simply explain their opinion in your own words. Task 3 includes a reading passage with a concept, then a professor's example. Again, write down the main term and how the professor explains it. Use this structure. The reading defines X as. Then, the professor gives an example of. Simple, right? You're not inventing ideas. You're summarizing. Practice 3 of these tasks today. Don't skip the review part. Compare your answer with a model one online. Look for how ideas are connected, not just the words used. And never read from your notes during speaking. Use them as memory triggers, not scripts. Your voice should sound natural and flowing. Let's shift to writing again, this time with powerful templates. Templates are not cheating, they're strategy. They give structure and save time. For the independent essay, use this structure. Intro. Many people believe. However, I think. Body 1. First of all, one reason is. Plus example. Body 2. Another reason is. Plus second example. Conclusion. In conclusion, I believe. Because of reasons above. Practice writing full essays using this format today. Also, learn to vary your sentence types. Mix short and long sentences for rhythm and clarity. Use specific transitions. Additionally, for instance, consequently. Don't just use because and but every time. Check your grammar with a tool, but also trust your instincts. Write with purpose, not just to fill space. Quality always beats quantity. And never forget, one powerful example is better than 3 weak ones. Let's talk about timing and energy. The silent killers on test day. It's not enough to know the content. You have to manage your brain. The Toefl is long, and energy dips are real. So, train with real timing. Use countdown apps to simulate pressure. Learn when to take mental breaks and how to breathe deeply. On test day, bring water, eat a light meal, and avoid caffeine overload. Your brain loves consistency, so don't change your routine last minute. Do a short warm-up before your test. 1 reading question, 1 listening clip, 1 sentence aloud. This tells your brain it's game time. Practice mental resets. If you mess up 1 question, let it go. 1 bad moment won't ruin your score unless you carry it into the next section. Smile before speaking. It actually improves voice clarity and confidence. And if anxiety hits, remember your preparation. You've done the work. Now trust it. You are ready. Now, let's crush some Toefl myths that hold students back. Myth 1. You need a native accent. Totally false. You need to speak clearly and be organized. That's it. Myth 2. You have to write a lot to get a good writing score. Wrong again. Quality, not word count, is what matters. Myth 3. You can't prepare in 1 week. This entire video proves otherwise. If you study with focus, not distraction, 1 week is enough. Myth 4. Toefl vocabulary must be academic and fancy. Nope. Simple, clear vocabulary wins every time. Avoid long, confusing words if you're not confident using them. Myth 5. You need to understand every word in the listening. That's impossible. Even natives don't. Focus on main ideas. When you stop believing these myths, you free your mind to perform. So let go of fear and believe in smart, strategic prep. This is how you win. Want to know the biggest difference between average and high scorers? It's not grammar. It's not vocabulary. It's feedback and reflection. After every practice test or question, ask, "Why did I get this wrong?" That question is gold. It shows you the root cause. Maybe it was a careless reading. Maybe you misunderstood the instruction. Maybe you spoke too fast in speaking and missed your point. Each mistake holds a lesson, and that lesson gives you points. I always tell my students, your score hides in your mistakes. So review everything. Make a mistake journal. Write down the question, your answer, the right one, and why it was right. Do this consistently, and your progress will skyrocket. Reflection is your secret weapon. Use it. And don't fear mistakes. They are part of your TOEFL journey. Mistakes mean you're learning. Keep going. Here's what your daily schedule should look like in these 7 days. Morning, 2 hours of focused Toefl section practice, 1 section per day. Afternoon, 1 hour of review plus 30 minutes of note-taking. Evening, 1 hour of speaking or writing practice with recording or feedback. Daily review, mistake journal plus light vocabulary flashcards, 15 minutes. Sleep, at least 7 hours, non-negotiable. Breaks, 5 to 10 minutes after every 45-minute study block. Use Pomodoro timers to stay sharp and avoid burnout. Avoid distractions. Put your phone in airplane mode while studying. Remember, this is one intense week, and you can return to life after. Tell your friends and family you're on a 7-day Toefl mission. This helps protect your time and mindset. Print your calendar and stick it near your desk. Check off each session. It builds momentum. The schedule is simple, but it's powerful if you stick to it. 1 week, 1 goal, 1. If you're still doubting yourself, let me tell you about Raya. She was a shy student with weak speaking skills. She had 9 days before her Toefl exam and was stuck at 82. We focused on strategy and repetition, not perfection. Every day, she practiced the templates and reviewed her recordings. She stopped comparing herself to others and focused on her growth. On test day, she scored a 106, a 24-point jump. Why? Because she believed in her effort and followed the plan. Success is not about magic. It's about consistency plus strategy. If Rhea can do it, if Amir can do it, so can you. Don't let fear decide your future. Let focus and determination lead the way. This is your time, your moment. You are more prepared than you think. So take the leap. Before we end, let's talk about resources, the tools that can accelerate your progress. Use the Toefl official guide for sample tests. Websites like Magoosh and TestGlider offer great practice. For speaking and writing feedback, try My Speaking Score or Language Exchange apps. Watch TED Talks, BBC News, or National Geographic for listening training. Use Quizlet for vocabulary flashcards. Record your speaking with apps like Voice Record Pro. Grammarly can help polish your writing. Set your phone language to English this week. Immerse yourself in English everywhere. Think in it. Dream in it. Language is a habit, not a subject. Use YouTube channels that teach with real examples, like this one. If you use your tools daily, you'll notice huge improvement. Remember, the tools are there, but you must pick them up. And once you do, there's no stopping you. So, can you prepare for Toefl in just 7 days? Yes, if you use the right strategy. This plan works because it's focused, daily, and smart. You now have everything you need: structure, mindset, techniques, and tools. No more guessing, no more fear, no more wasted time. You've learned how to attack each section with confidence. You've learned to reflect, review, and refine. You've heard the stories of others who made it, and now it's your turn. Print this plan. Follow it. Stick to it like your future depends on it. Because it does. Toefl is not just a test. It's a gateway to your dreams. And today, you're one step closer to passing through that gate. So go out there, believe in yourself, and give it your best. And when you get your results, come back and tell me your score. Because I'll be right here cheering for you. This is Zoya, your teacher, your guide. See you at the top.